make sure this is. There we go. Boom. Make sure this is all good. Okay, it says I'm live. That's good. Hello, hello, hello for everyone who's just joined. I'm gonna just get this on there. This like this, live here. Boom. There we go. Let me just turn this to the side a bit so I can actually see the chat. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Darren. Hello, hello, hello. Evening, you're right. I'm good, Nashi. How are you? How is everything? How is everyone doing? Let's stick this. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Glenn. Hello, Max. Hello, Mark. Hello, Nisi. Let me just undo this charger a little bit. Make sure it's good to go. There we go. Hello, Nashi. Hello, hello, hello. Again, good, thanks. Good, good, good. Hello, Lauren. Lauren, I saw you had a really good day today. I'm pretty sure, which was really nice. Hello, Alan. Hello, Tony. Hello, my beautiful people. Hello, BV. BV, how does it feel on the funded? I told you we'd get it done, and it's came at the perfect time. So, yeah, how's it going? Hello, Ross. Hello, Crob. All right, yes, great, nice. I tell you what, today, was some big profits, made, which was really, really nice. I think a lot in part, actually, to a WizKid's ladder PDF. Shout out to WizKid, absolute beast. A lot of members have implemented that over the past sort of week, and with us breaking to new all-time highs on gold, like being in positions already is really nice. Like the feeling of it's one of the best feelings in trading, to be honest, when gold's breaking to the upside and everyone's looking for positions, and you're sat in positions, you're holding partials from whatever point, and you're just chilling. You don't need to force a trade. You're sat just riding the move up. It's such a good feeling. You don't feel like you need to jump in. You're already in the position. You've got a great entry. You've took partials on it and you just let it move up. It's a brilliant feeling. Hello, JP. Feels good to be back. Want to read this start is beautiful. First trade, always the hardest, so good for one is beautiful. Yeah, it's nice starting on a good note, BV, definitely. Gives you some breathing room as well, so that's really good, because I bet, nerves are high when you're kind of funded. That first trade can be, quite a big deal. Hello, everyone. Hello, Oliver. Hello, Mark. Hello, Carlton. But yeah, how's everyone's day today? I saw just huge amounts of profit screenshots sent to me, and then profit screenshots in the Discord as well. So really, really nice. 100% win rate, new educate. Bro, do you mean you, BV, or do you mean Brandon? Brandon's been killing it as well, which is really, really good. But yeah, how's everyone found today? Let me know. And then if you are new here, drop a hi in the chat. Let us know. We do go live every night, 8 p.m. UK time. And then after the live, we do a trading quiz as well. Me, Brandon is right too. So he's got nothing on me. That 100% win rate for BV over one trade. Fair. I mean, just leave out the fact it's one trade and it's 100% win rate. Hello, nobody. Hello. Welcome. Is this your first stream, nobody? Let's move this fixed volume range over a bit. I was very, very annoyed. This morning, I looked at this position here. Super quick position. I think it was from this low. It was from this low here to this high, to this golden pocket. There we go, here. It was literally a wick one, and there wasn't really too many confirmations as we were approaching the level. Like the divergence happened as we approached the level. Like as we hit the level, the divergence formed. So there was no divergences here. And then we got the divergence literally as we hit the level. So it was a very, very, very quick wick to the golden pocket, which was, it was nice but annoying it was that fast. Still on the ladder. Longest I've held a trade in my life since Thursday. Nice, Mark. I bet that's sitting very nice, though. 100% ROI, and I joined the group on Friday. Nice, Oliver. Really, really nice. Tony, $220. That's so good. Yeah, nice, Tony. 300 for me. Tony, we're on our journey together. Let's go. I wanna get those updates as well. BV, keep definitely on that funded. Send through. I want to see updates, whether it's win, loss. I want to see, and let me know your mentality. And this goes out to everyone as well. When you're entering a trade, let us know. Either send it to me or send it in the Discord. Just like, I've just entered this buy position for these reasons. This is what I'm thinking. Even if, it's just good to type it out. And if when you're entering a trade, you've got to type it out, then it'll just make you more accountable to it. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to type this while I'm entering this trade in the Discord after. Okay, so it'll make you, I think, perform a little bit better. Hi, ladies and gents. Been trading for 3 years now, but never been able to make it. Just joined up tonight with you. Currently deleting all of the groups and putting attention to this. Nice, Jordan. I think you'll definitely find that this is the place to be. And when you first join, Jordan, there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of different sections. We've got a lot of great resources. So just take your time. If you need any help, you can message me, or we've got the support team there with Adam and Jay. You can hop on a call with them. And yeah, let me just grab this water. There we go. Oh. My legs are still hurting from last week. Jeez. But yeah, Jordan, you've got the support there. So, and with 3 years under your belt, you'll definitely have a great, hopefully, foundation to work off. I think it'll probably be just a couple tweaks. And when you've been trading for a long time, but just not had that click moment. I think in trading it's more of a click week. All it takes is a couple things, and you're off to the races. I want to double my account this week. Nice, Mark. Really nice. I need to make sure I'm drinking more water. And I was called with Jay today, so got some good mentality pointers. Nice, BV. That's really good. Everyone finally fully joined up into the private group. Nice, Martin. Even though I had no mentality, I'm just mental. Hello, Mark. Hello. And negativity is banned, no self-doubt. Exactly, BV. Exactly. And I bet that's helped as well. Since you've started with that, BV, I bet that has just helped your thinking. It's a nicer frame of mind to be in. Welcome, Jordan. Stick to it. This group has helped me. Been trading on and off similar to you since COVID, but only started getting my trading down in this group. Nice, Sid. Love hearing that. Done a grand a day last 2 days with zero losing. Woke up at 2:44 a.m. this morning, made my money and walked away. Made most of my money in Asian session, then went back to bed. Love that, Michael. Really nice. Really, really nice. I mean, that's a good feeling, that is, isn't it? Starting your day and you're already in profit from the morning. Well, from the night. I like how everyone's welcoming Jordan. That's really good. Nice RB shirt there. Yeah. I like this. It's comfy as well. Are you Verstappen fast? So I got this when I went to the Yas Marina F1 circuit, and yeah. Hopefully sponsor a Red Bull, an F1 team one day. I mean, that would be, imagine how cool that would be. Like sponsoring an F1 team. I mean, that is like insane. Maybe not an F1 team. That's like craziness. I wonder how much it costs to sponsor an F1 team. Appreciate everyone getting excited to be back in. Nice, Jordan. Hello, AT. Hello, Hammer. ColezTrades clips. Hello, hello, hello. Wrong bloody account again. Just speaking to Jay and Adam makes me feel zen. Top guys. Yeah, Mark, they're really, really, really good. And now I think they've got comfortable with support. I mean, Adam's been top notch, but Jay is like really molded into the role. So now I'm like, when people are messaging and they're saying certain things, I'm like, yo, like the great people to speak to for this is Jay and Adam, and sending them through there is really good. Sweet gate first day for you, mate. Yeah. Feel trapped into a non-emotional mindset while trading. Nice, Laurent. That's the way to be. And it's paying off. You sponsor certain parts of the car. Okay, Ross, do you know how much it is? Like, I'm just really curious. It's different life. I hope this is it. Nice, Michael. I'm sure it is. I'm positive mindset. I used to think ages ago that, like, I used to be one of those people who was like, why are people saying like positive mindset and like, you know, thinking about what you want? Like, I don't just get it done. Like, I was positive, but like, I didn't understand the like manifesting it or that. And I don't really say that word, but really thinking of, you know, where you're going to be, not where you want to be, where you're going to be, and just getting it done, and just be like, I'm going to do this. Simple as that. There's not, I want to do this. This is going to happen. Nonchalant way. Just, this is going to happen. I like the hurdle analogy today. Yeah, nice, Wesley. I thought that was, I was quite proud of that. But yeah, I was at the Forex Expo today. Spoke to quite a lot of people there, mostly from like Norwegian, Sweden area. And yeah, met some other pretty big people as well. Martin, so me, and then we've got Greg, we've got WizKid, we've got Leon, and we've got Brandon in the Telegram, and then also on Discord, we've got members who post there as well. But those are like the main ones. I know Corey's killing it in the Discord though as well. PV, he started. Journaling has really helped me. Yeah, Lauren, it's such a huge thing. Journaling, although it sounds like journaling, I can't be asked for that. It's one of the few things in trading where it pretty much guaranteed will improve your trading. Like it's just guaranteed. Task that needs to be done. Yeah, Yusuf, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. And I used to think the journaling part. I used to play this game when I was younger, and I really wanted to get really good at it. Like I hired a coach and everything. Like I was fully invested in this game. And the thing which helped me the most, which bringing things from games into trading, the thing which helped me the most was actually going back through old games. Like going back through old games, okay, should I have been in this position? Should I have been in this position? Should I have been here? Should I have been here? Okay, should I have done this during the mid game? Stuff like that. And then just making like small notes. Like it was just go back through a game, chill. Okay, I could have done that better. Okay, and then I just take like 3 to 5 things which 100% would have improved that game for me. And then on the next few games, I make sure, above everything else, I do those things. And then when that came to trading, I took that same mentality over, and it works wonders. Dream, believe, achieve. Exactly, Michael. BJ and a few others are definitely sorting a meetup. Looking forward to it, and that'll be a good exchange of some ideas. Yeah, Mark, really nice. I know Jay met some members before. We've got a few people in the group who have met up now, which is really good. If people are near each other, they go to football or something like this, which is really, really cool as well. And yeah, I see that in the Discord, Mark. So that'll be really good. I know you said about a meeting up for a coffee, so that'll be really, really good. And definitely, I've done a few in person like one-to-ones, and definitely in person, you can. I don't know what the quote is, but something like 70% of communication is non-verbal. And so being able to see someone's body language as they're explaining something can allow it to sink in better. And just being able to be there in the moment, seeing people's reactions to certain things, you can more clearly see, okay, when I'm explaining this, they clearly aren't, that isn't sinking in. Okay, we should re-go over this. And then you can see someone's eyes literally light up when you say something which really makes sense to them. So then you can go in more on that. It's a lot, in person is very good. I'm leading the group. I don't like Red Bull nor Red Bull. How don't you like Red Bull? Noshi, what did Red Bull do to you? Wise man once said, if you have the courage to speak it and believe it, it can come true. Exactly, Jordan. 100%. 100%. And then, once you start, I have this mentality now, and it's not cocky, but it's just like, I know if I put my mind to something, like, I know I can do it. Just, I know. And that comes from just, some things take years, some things you do in a few months. But once you've done a few things where you're like, I'm going to do this, and you do it, you do build up the mentality of, wait there, when I say I'm going to do something and I really put my mind to it, I can actually do it. And that mentality is so powerful. Sure, you learn so much easily. Yeah, exactly, you're right. I mean, when you think back to school, okay, in school, the teachers who you really didn't get along with, chances are you performed worse in them classes. Whereas the teachers who you really got along with and it was a fun environment, just a classroom environment was fun, you learnt more. And that's something really important as well. Just the environment you're in being fun, on topic but fun is very important as well. By studying my journal, I've realised I lose money every Monday and Friday, so I've learned from that now very valuable information. Yeah, Mark, that's really good. And definitely, you'll be able to pick things that, you can start off very, very broad. So just exactly like that, Mark. So let's say you're journaling. You notice, okay, like you say, Mondays and Fridays, I perform worse. Okay, I'm going to cut them out. Then you can notice, okay, I've noticed that during, for example, who said it earlier, Trading Asia session? Was it Michael? Yeah, it was Michael. Michael wakes up during Asia session. He could see from his journal, let's say, okay, during New York, I'm not really getting it. But when I'm trading during Asia session, it just works out. Okay, you know what? I'm only going to trade Asia session. And things like that you can figure out on your own, but journaling just highlights it to you very, very, very clearly. I have some reading to do and hopefully earn some good pointers. Is there a particular PDF I should focus on first? Martin, I mean, they're all particularly good at particular things. So I think just glance over them. Maybe just open each one and just glance through. Just skim read, basically. And then the points, you'll see one which you're like, okay, that one particularly grabs my attention. And then just go down that one. I want to meet Smithy. Nose cone, 2 to 3 million. Wing mirrors, 3 to 5 million. Side pods, 24 to 25 million. Rear wing end plates, 5 million rear wing. Rear wing, 25. Jeez. That's a bit, yeah. Is that for a full season? Better be. Collie, you're good at poker. I feel like you'd be really good at it. I've never really played... Well, I've played it a few times, but... not really. I'm good at bluffing, I think. Everyone thinks they're good at bluffing. Oh, Noshi. ColezTrades poker night. Online poker night. The one thing is, I am very, against gambling, really. To be... Poker and having a laugh, but when you get to actual gambling, I'm very against it. I had a backstory on that. When I was younger, I had let me know if you've played the game. I've played CS:GO. This was when I was 13, 14 years old, if not younger. And there's like CSGO casinos where you can like, basically you've got like gun skins in the game, basically, like items. And what you can do is you can gamble the items with other players to get better items. And I got scammed out of this. Like, I remember the exact name of the gun. It was a Wasteland Rebel, AK-47, whatever. I mean, it was like 25 quid. But I was so annoyed, and I just basically said, no chance. I'm not doing that again. That scarred me, that is. Tell you what. When you're like 13, 14, you've got like a really good item, yeah, or you got just £25, and then it gets, yeah, no, scarring experience. Howard, this is called the Vu Manchu, VUMANCHU. Alex, no car chat tonight. A little bit on Red Bull, but just catching up really. I'll sponsor the driver's drink bottles. That'll probably still be probably $1 million. Waiting for Craig to press the 4,000 button. Yeah, I mean, we are so close now. That's gonna be it's gonna be a big day. Azure is definitely easier trading, I find. Not as nuts, which news turning trades to shit. Yeah, Michael, less volatility, so it can be clearer. But some people, thrive in more volatile environments. Like, there's a few members in the group who literally they trade the first 30 minutes of New York Open. Like, that's all they trade. They just have that like 30-minute window, and if a setup doesn't come forward, then they just leave it because they love the volatility. They just found that they just are better during that volatility. They've got like 30 minutes of focus in them, and they just really nail down that, and it works really well for them. But other people, the less volatile times, just things are clearer. So, everyone's different in their own right. Yeah, True Hammer. I'm down. I'm fair game. $2,000 on Baccarat in Vegas once. Never went since though. I haven't been to Vegas. I know a guy from Vegas here, but it sounds good, but I don't know, a few years. Yeah, per season. Lower side pod is cheapest at $850 to $1 million. Crazy money in sponsors, isn't it? I think the best thing to sponsor now, I think a really cool thing is like the niche sports are really, really cool. So, niche car motorsport, because it's really entertaining. I think it's growing as well. But then also like fighters, like UFC and everything is really, really blowing up. So sponsoring like a lower down boxer or MMA fighter, that'd be really cool. Imagine you're watching someone get into the ring and they've got like your logo on their like bottoms or something. That'd be really cool. Even from an early age, if you enjoy something, you take it and learn quicker. Exactly, iPad Neil. Trading, it's all about the strategy. Yeah, Martin, I can completely get that. Take a lot of learning. The thing is though, if we were going to do that, like, I'm very competitive, so I would actually research the hell out of poker. I'd be listening to like poker podcasts when I'm driving or something like that. I'd figure out a way to make the time to learn it. Gold longs and you can't go too wrong. Yeah, exactly, BV. It's nice. Day 39.90 would be the top. I don't see 4,000 happening. Gonna look like an idiot tomorrow. I mean, I think 39.90 was literally to the pit. I think we'll get a bit closer to 4,000, but I don't think it'll be like 3,000 where we kind of rocket through. I think 4,000 will take some time. Good. Does that actually work? Martin, so there's quite a few people who do actually use that, the orb strategy opening range break. A lot of people do it differently, whether it's the first 15-minute candle. Some people even do the first 5-minute candle, the first 30-minute candle, the first hour candle. It can be good because it allows you to... I think the reason it can be good isn't because it's some like magical thing. I think it's because if you focus on one particular candle, you're looking at the first 15-minute candle of the London Open or the New York Open. That means that you can become extremely good at that one point in time in the markets. So all of your energy is focused on that one small bit of price action. So you can become an expert in that particular, very particular scenario. And after seeing that particular scenario over and over and over again, you can build an edge in yourself. You can turn yourself into an edge in the markets because you've built up, my favorite word, the discretionary ability to basically execute extremely well during those conditions. So I don't think just an extremely mechanical, if it breaks this high, do this, if it breaks this low, because stuff like that's already priced into the markets really, and it just won't really work over the long term, in my opinion. Whereas something where you're like, okay, if it breaks this or if it breaks this, I'm going to look and I'm going to see what happens. And if I get confirmations, then I'm going to go into it. Allows you to become the edge, which is very important. If it can be coded, chances are it isn't as good. Surely the money now is sponsoring esports teams. There's even esports crypto traders now sponsor one of those. I saw that, Ross. I saw like the crypto trading championships, something like that. That's crazy. Esports, I used to when I was younger watch. I was really into, if you know the game League of Legends, I was into watching with Faker and everything. Watching like the esports. They had like the biggest esports championship in the entire world, or it might have been second to a game called Dota 2. I can't remember. But I don't know. It'd be cool if it's something in the UK though, where like, you know, let's say there's like a race or a fight or something happening like up north, and then there was something happening down south, and it was just in the UK, because then it could be like members could go. And you could, like, that would be really cool. Whereas if something like all over the world, it's a bit more difficult. Yeah, Nashi, it's going to be volatile, definitely. Yusuf, man. Be learning poker strategies, yeah, Jordan. I'm actually, can you run through your Vumanchu settings for easy visibility? Yes, sure, Jordan. Let me get this up. My phone's covering the left-hand side. I got the chat up on my phone. Who else was it? Luke, sorry. So these are my current settings for Vumanchu. I'll get it back up. Important notes for this are, if we go to inputs, I've got money flow area. MFI is money flow. I've got the area set to 300. This makes the money flow chunkier. The preset is 150. And if we look like here, when it goes, you see how it's like thinner and like it's just more flaccid. It's not very, it's not easily visible basically. Whereas if you boost it up to 300, it doesn't impact the actual calculation. It just basically makes it wider, which is really nice. So I'll pull those up. I'll pull those up again so you can see. Carp fishing world champs, if you're interested, Max. In terms of fishing, no. In terms of like sponsoring something, then I'm open to it. But trust me, Mark, you don't want me on the fishing team. How long did it actually take to go from 3 to 4K? That's a good point, actually. We'll go through this and then we'll zoom out and actually see the exact time. Mark, are you at that level with fishing? And I didn't even know there was a carp fishing championship. What? all for Rocket League. Now, I never played Rocket League. I looked at that game and I was like, that looks way too hard. And I was like, yeah, no. It was our psychological conspiracy theory I had a couple of weeks ago, calling the top of 39.90. I'll explain what I was thinking. If it actually plays out. If it plays out, then you're an absolute god. We all come in Dubai. I hope so. Are you standing there in boxing gloves? Octagon. Yeah, Lawrence. So that was a white collar boxing event. I did 2 of them. They were for like a children's hospital charity. So yeah, Grand National Horse Racing event. That'd be cool. That would be cool. I went to the last what's it called? The Cheltenham races, which I quite enjoy. I seem to lose every single. When I know I say gambling, but when you're at the horse races, you know you've got to. But yeah, lose. I don't understand the horse racing betting. So money just seems to go. I'm putting on bets. I don't know if anyone else has this, but with the horse racing, like I only do it when I'm at I'm at Cheltenham, and I'm putting on bets, and I'm like, surely, okay. I'm thinking about this, okay. If these 3 horses come through, get in like any place in like this many positions, then I make money. And I'm okay. Well, surely one of them will. And then I look around, and it's like there's about 30 horses, and I'm like, wait, there in the last race there was like 8 horses. What's going on here? Like now what? So I'd need to look more into it. Look at loads of potential members there, buddy. Sounds good, Mark. I'm there. Yeah, sounds good, Mark. I don't think that would be cool. Sponsoring a fishing championship. I never thought. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. Of the big fella. I know a guy that sponsors an F2 team. So next time I'm speaking to him, yeah, how's the F2 team? Yeah, it's really, really good. What about you? Yeah, I'm sponsoring a fishing championship. I mean, that's a conversation starter right there. Ooh. Nice one, yeah. You, Darren, don't be plugging that. Soon, I met a guy at the PFL on the weekend. I was with a big broker's CEO, and there was a few people there, and 2 traders actually from London, which was good to network with. But one of the guys there, he hosts white collar boxing events all over Dubai. He's got like 5 different gyms, so could be. Might get back into actually like doing a fight. Just wondering how many people here have managed to come away from the 9 to 5. That's my dream. Jordan, I don't know an exact number, but we have had a good few people actually step away from their 9 to 5, and then a vast majority of the people who like succeed. It isn't for a long time, you know, going fully full time takes a lot of time. But we've had a lot of people, which I think is a big thing, where they don't have the pressure of the 9 to 5 anymore. I think the reason a lot of people's jobs are quite bad and ominous and annoying is because you don't have the ability to step away. If you can go into work and you've got the ability to be like, okay, I actually don't need this job. Like, I'm coming in, I'm going to work, but I don't need to do this. Like, if someone annoys me, if my boss really goes out of control, like I have the ability to step away because I can fall back on my trading. That is a very, very nice point to be in. And I think the reason a lot of people really don't like work, I mean, a lot of people do just have shit jobs. Look, we've all been there. But I think a large reason is just because you don't have the ability to step away. You don't have that freedom to leave. So I'll cost. Yeah, Mark, let me know. I did sponsor Ben's dad to run a marathon for it wasn't a marathon, it was like a half marathon for charity as well. So there's a few things like that have gone on in the group that I don't really speak on a lot, but I'm definitely open to it. Boxer, are you thinking more F1 / non-contract? I'm thinking more, Oliver, I'm not really thinking too much into it, but like if a member's doing something cool, then as a community, like I wanna support them. If you're doing something that you really putting into work to, like you're going to run a marathon, or you're going to you've got a fight coming up, or something like this, then let's me and the community around you, and I'll happily put things forward to that. Exactly, Run. Premier League match. Yeah, iPad Neil, they're really pushing in UK market now, which is really cool. They've actually got a really big announcement coming towards the end of this year, so it's a really good time to be with them. Yeah, Mark, sponsor Newcastle. If I didn't need to be there, trust me, I would be as far away from there as I could be. I feel like you, Eve. You really hate your job. Whenever jobs come up, Evie's just like, time to type. Listen here, you don't know what a true painful job is. Evie's been through things. Hammer. There's too many. James, markets close on the weekend. What do you mean, James? What do you mean by that? I work in emergency services, so it's bad. Yeah, I can imagine that being a very difficult job. There's a good few jobs where I'm like, yeah, that's tough. Anything in food is awful. Like, I just imagine a kitchen is very stressful. So that's hard. And obviously any like public services like police and everything is not good. I know we've got Adam here as a firefighter, but firefighters, like, I think firefighter, like, everyone like respects firefighters and it's like pretty cool. Whereas like, I suppose emergency services everyone respects as well, but police, you get a lot of like characters, we'll say. I don't mind my job, but love trading and making money in my own time at home. Yeah, iPad Neil, that's the best feeling. I always think back to the ability to leave the job. Something that I've really thought is the ability to do things. I find more not excitement, but I find more comfort in the ability to do things. So like the ability to just go to this country, the ability to buy this thing, or whatever it is, the ability to do so is very comforting. More than actually buying it. Like, I don't really like care for buying really anything. But I like the ability to be able to do that. And I think a lot of I think that a lot of members have come to that conclusion as well. And I think a lot of you hopefully will as well. Ross. Working TV based in the UK. The industry has come to a standstill. Yeah, how do you feel about that, Charlie? Like, what is that? What's the environment like there? You just stood around? Firefighters are here. Noshi. Air ambulance pilot. I mean, that's a really fair play. Very good job. Everyone should be a waiter sometime to see how awkward and difficult the general public can be, or any job in hospitality. Exactly, Alex. I think something which you can definitely notice when you go for food with someone, you can definitely notice the people who have worked in hospitality before, because they're just a lot more respectful towards waiters, I feel. You can tell, because once you've been in that space, you do, like you say, you get kind of a profound understanding of the other side of it. I think I did 20 hours last year. I mean, that's good, Ross. If you're an air ambulance pilot, the less hours you do, the better. In their 50s, they turn into trading because they have had enough of working hard for 30 years. Yeah, Mark. I think that as well. And as a group, like on the sort of back end of things, like a sneak peek into it, is we do make an effort to get more of that age range in the group, because they're more mature, nicer to work with, and I found that like 18 to 20-year-olds on the majority of cases are just very, very difficult, and they don't have. They're just not as nice to work with. Whereas people in the older age range, they've worked hard. They understand what it means to work hard and what it means to put in work, which is obviously important, especially when it comes to trading. And then, especially in the UK, you see where like the UK's going and this, that, and the other, and just how everything's is, and you're just like, okay, I'm sick of this. I want to find another way. I'm feeling good. Let's lock in and make this change. It'd be nice to get to the point where the cost of something like your gas bill doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, and you don't have to. The best thing is, I think there's levels to it. So there's looking at the cost before looking at the price before the item on the menu. Then there's looking at the item before the price on the menu. And then there's going to places where they don't even have the price on the menu. There's 3 levels to it. And yeah. And enjoy when you get to each one, enjoy it. Freedom, exactly. London cabbie getting squeezed by TfL more each year. Yeah, that's but I bet London cabbie's a pretty interesting job though, because you get to speak to a lot of different people and you see a lot. Driving around haircuts, that's so cool, and you save people too. Yeah, that's a really respectful job. Freedom driving around London, yeah. Fly planes, not helicopters. Can't trust those things. They aren't okay. Yeah, Ross. I haven't been in a helicopter, and I don't think I would ever go in one. Like I like the idea, but just I don't know, man. They're scary. Helicopters are sketchy. I'm not good on planes either, though. So when we turn 50, we know we haven't got long to retire the bloodline, so we work hard. Yeah, exactly, Mark. But you've still got, a lot of time. You've still got, loads of time there, and you can definitely do a lot in that time. I know a guy who runs a venture capital firm. He is worth about $500 million. He started that when he was, 40. Now he's, 55. And when he was 40, he was doing well for himself. But he was nowhere near where he's at now. So things can change very, very, very quickly. Mac's a comedian. A few jobs in TV, but obviously lots of people in need of work. The budgets have shrunk, so there's an expectation for people to reduce their days rates. The quality of the jobs are low. That's not good, Charlie. What are you thinking you're gonna rotate into, Charlie? I don't even know where you move to. What career would you be looking to pivot to? I will never go in a helicopter. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually got to do a skydive one day. There is a very popular skydive place here, and it's Dubai, so I assume it's very good. But That would absolutely terrify me. Like that would have to be. Have to be for something special. Like something really, really big will have to happen for me to do that. Like I'm talking massive because, yeah, no. Because I have a feeling as well, I know 100% by the way, if I was one of those skydive instructors, every single person I jump out that plane with, I'd joke around that the parachute wasn't pulling. Like I'd be that guy. So I just have a feeling that guy, like someone like that would be put with me and he'd be like, it's not working. Ah, no, I couldn't deal with that. Thanks, just a step foot on a plane. Yeah, James. Yeah, I don't like flying either. I flew to Portugal the other day, and I met a guy, and I went up to him and I was like, "Do you fly a lot?" Because it was quite bad. It had been bad like a lot of the way, and he was like, "Yeah, like he flew a lot." And that kind of gave me comfort because I was absolutely crapping myself on that flight. Flying's, yeah, scary business. When you was 18, what did you think about yourself? What do you mean by that hammer? What do you mean, what did I think about myself? Isn't it okay? Why am I flying around in something held together with one bolt? Let's all get out in a car, and if the bolt breaks, we'll violently rear off-road and crash and probably die. Yeah, Ross. Exactly. No chance. Being like ever in Vegas through the Grand Canyon. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Those experiences would be amazing. And look, iPad Neil, I'll tell you what we can do. We'll get you to do it all for us. You record it, and then we'll all watch the video together. Then we've all basically done it. That sounds like a better alternative. I flew in a helicopter to Glastonbury once before. That sounds amazing, Mark. But yeah, scary business they are. Max Scott of Dubai is insane. You 1000% need to do that. Ross, you go on a helicopter. No, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not saying anything that would result in me skydiving. Like, no chance, Ross. No, no. I'd need to actually think about it. I'd need to go in a dark room and genuinely think about how much I value my life. For New Year, when I'm over, boom. Mark, there's just, there's a lot of things where I'm like, okay, if this happens, then yeah. But skydiving, I don't know. Flying is so, yeah, it's very, very safe, but it's just, I don't know. Changed so quickly. 3 months ago, I'd buy budget brand food. Now I buy Heinz non-budget strawberries. Trading has changed me. Yusuf, living the good life, Yusuf is. Huge respect for anyone who works in emergency services, air Lambo, fireman, / ambulance, such a tough gig. To anyone in those careers looking to take up trading, I wish you every success possible. 100% agree, Alex, and really nice message. Fair play there, Alex. Really, really nice message. And I completely agree with that. Very, very tough jobs. Week later. Yeah, iPad Neil, no chance. Max, I did a big bungee jump earlier this year, and I was scared. I almost backed before I jumped. Trust me, if you can do it, if I can do it, most people can. It's so worth facing the fear. Okay, you're inspiring me. I've gone from like 0% to like 0.5%. I've increased the risk. I've increased the risk on the trade, okay? Please don't tell me this next one's going to hit stop. In the context of you said it's hard to work with 18-year-olds. What was I like when I was 18? I think I was quite similar to I am now. I think I was a lot more cocky. So when I was younger, I was very, very, very cocky, but I was like, a lot of people saw it as cocky, but I was just like cocky in a jokey way. Like, I think cocky works in school when you want to be funny. Like, it's funny. And so I was always joking cocky. And then I think a lot of people thought I was actually cocky, but no, I'm just joking around. And when I was 18, I knew I wanted to. I had been trading then. I knew I wanted to do well, and yeah, that was it. I was very motivated and had very big goals. Some of which I've done, some of which I haven't done. We're going to skydiving now. I'm there a lot in December. It's in the chat. Everyone agrees. Let's make Max skydive. Ross. Oh. It's safe till it isn't. Exactly, Jordan. Jordan, that's such a good quote. It's safe till it isn't. Yeah. Trading mid skydive. That's the thing, James. That's what just went through my head. I'm like, okay, it would be a really good video, but what happens? I'd have to wait. I'd be in the plane. Max, we need to go now. I'm waiting for confirmations. Can't enter without confirmations. Because imagine you jump out of a plane, yeah, and the trade hit stop. I mean, that would actually be a really funny advert. I jumped out of a plane and my trade hit bloody stop loss. That would actually be hilarious. I like that idea. That. How has trading changed you? Emotional control and definitely matured me. I like to think. It did. It definitely did. I did develop an unhealthy relationship with money in terms of I didn't realize how much money things were. So when I was coming up in trading and things were starting to pick up, just the emotional control and discipline. I never freak out. I'm not a super emotional person, and so I think that was definitely built through trading. And then it got to the point where I don't know. I developed a really bad relationship with money where I just didn't. And this sounds really, really cocky to say. I don't mean it in any sort of cocky way, but amounts of money, which are like large amounts of money, I didn't fully grasp how much money it was, and so that's been a weird thing to overcome, because it's not a good trait to have, like just paying for everything when you're going anywhere, no matter who you're with, and stuff like that. It's good up until, you're in environments where maybe you shouldn't. There's environments where it's more respectful to not be that cocky, pay for everything guy. And then also just in business, there's certain deals where I thought were good, and in reality they were not that good, and the money I was paying was actually way too much for X amount. But I just had a really bad obsession. Some worked out, some didn't, and so now I'm a lot more controlled with it. But that's a good problem to have, but a problem I didn't realize I'd ever run into. I bet I was so much more scared than you to bungee jump than you are to skydiving. Sid, I mean, bungee jumping it's similar. Look, if something goes wrong, you die, and so I build and repair aircraft for a living. They're only a large Red Bull can. Okay, Kyle, everyone was getting me there, and now if someone comes in the chat and they say I build and repair aircraft, they're just a large Red Bull can, it doesn't fill me with confidence. I've got to be honest. Brandon is 19, a complete legend. Yeah, and I think to Brandon's a really nice guy, and I do think with him, I don't know what he was like before he had his son, but I feel like having children matures you as well. Whether you're having a child at 18, 19 years old, or you're having a child at 30 years old, that will mature you a lot. So I think him having kids has helped his trading. I haven't spoken to him about that, but I think that will have helped him with his trading because it will have matured him. And yeah, because he's very, very, very mature. Max was a good kid and left Hogwarts with top honours. The child wizard, lol. Mark, love that. Trading Skydive Gone Wrong. That's a good title, BV. Just take a really high-risk trade to take your mind off the... Yeah, imagine you're skydiving. I'm more worried about the trade than I am about the impending doom. Yeah. West, that's... Okay, you guys are coming up with some really good ideas. Landing on a ColezTrades logo. Yeah, videographer he's just got married, he'd be able to work magic with that. Imagine you're a videographer though, and someone says to you, "Yeah, we're going skydiving," like, and he's holding a camera as like we go down. That'd be cool. And then onto like a ColezTrades logo. That'd be really cool. Too much key man risk. Please stay on the ground, Max. Yeah, 100% AT. I think I've realised that now, but I understand how people. I like to think I'm quite self-aware in terms of I always understand, and a lot of you will have noticed with whenever something happens or whenever like a member freaks out or something, like they're going through something or anything, I'm good at looking at both sides of the story. I really do believe, like, something that I believe through and through is there's two sides to every story. Nothing's black and white, everything's grey. I really believe that through and through, and that's helped me a lot with trading because, you know, if you think an idea is really good, you need to look at both sides of the story. Okay, there's buyers and the sellers, the two sides to every story. And understanding both will allow you to make better decisions. And I think that's helped me now because I understand how people go down the route of they hit some good trades, this, that, and the other, and they're making good money, and then they spiral out of control. I understand how that happens. That Red Bull can comment got me wanting to cancel my next flight. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, when I landed in Portugal last weekend, I did say to someone, "Is there a way I can drive back to Dubai? Like, is that available?" I just checked they have loads of availability in December, Max. Is there any specific date you'd prefer? Ross, no. Oh no. Why am I getting nervous? Hang on, so you're telling me I'm risking my mortgage taking trades from an IT? I mean, James, he's definitely proving, and he's proven himself to an extent, and he's definitely continuing to prove himself every single day. And yeah, I mean, he's looking after his. I think something which. The part of the message I put in the public group today, which was I like it when people, like traders in the group, they aren't like, you know, craziness and this, that, and the other. They're normal people. Like Brandon's a normal lad. He's a dad. I don't know if he's married. He's a dad. He's a husband/boyfriend. He's looking after his family. Got a house through trading. Like he's just a normal guy that makes a lot of money. Trading, like Craig, normal guy, billionaire guy, Craig is, but makes a lot of money trading. Like I like that. That to me is a lot easier to just get behind. I feel like it's not so far away that you don't stay dedicated. It's like, okay, he's no different to me. He's just a regular guy. Whether it's you resonate more with Craig or you resonate more with Brandon, you resonate more with WizKid, they're just normal guys. And I really like that. Quite weak, pop easily, yeah, not she. I have 3 kids and I'm very mature. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yusuf, I take back that previous statement, you know. Wait there. Mac, 6... Mac has been busy. 7th on the way. Jesus. He's holding up the population. I mean, fair play, Mac. That sounds like a good Christmas. I've seen the Emirates ad with one of the air hostesses on the top of the Burj Khalifa. Literally on top. Yeah, Eve, I've seen that. It's amazing. It's an amazing ad. I do that, like, on the ground, really high up, like, you stood on something. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, in a plane, you're holding on to something which is attached to the ground. That comforts me. The plane isn't attached to the ground. Loved your message, Max, earlier about some 8-figure traders wanted to join the group, yeah, but wanted to be able to leave their egos at the door. Yeah, exactly, Alex. And look, they were really nice guys, but I really do feel they just had sort of like maybe not the best intentions, and they were literally all they did. They weren't like a lot of people make a lot of money trading and then they rotate into business and do whatever. They hadn't done that. They purely make just a crap ton of money, and they own a lot of other things, but a lot of money trading, and it just, they didn't come across. They were very nice, but they just didn't come across like, okay, this isn't about you. Like, I'm not giving you a platform to just showcase you. This is not what it's about. Like, I don't want you getting cocky and then like having a go at a member or this or that and the other. Like, this just doesn't fit well. And yeah, they were older. They both looked over 40. Max, you're incredibly articulate with your advice and explanations. I appreciate that, Sid. That's a very nice comment. I really appreciate that. I can see your palms sweating. Yeah. This, the skydiving thing's got me on edge. I'm on the edge, literally on the edge of my seat. Only about 10 weeks away, and you've done no practice. You've got to practice for it. Wait there. Don't you just turn up on the day? That just makes me even more nervous. Having a gold shore moving down while I'm skydiving. It would be cool. It would be cool. Okay, you've got yeah, I'm still a Mac has got 7 kids. That's a dream, not fussed about the fancy lifestyle, just time free from life with family. Yeah, Jordan. And then that's something which I really, really want to push a lot more. The trading, what a lot of people envision as profitability is Lambos and this and that and, huge villas and crazy watches and this, that and the other. But there are so many people in the world, like a lot, who are just regular people and they make a lot of money trading. Like, that side of trading doesn't really get shown. And I think it's important. It's more relatable, which is very important. I feel more sick on the floor looking at something high than being high looking at something low. I think there's something wrong with me. BB. On this. Oh, okay. Okay, Mac. 5 goals as well. Wow. It's worth no ego. Yeah, very, very, very important. And I think one thing which sort of resulted in that view of things was when I was, learning trading and everything. So when I was like pretty much 17, around that age, it was online was just full of just like really in your face, cocky craziness stuff going on. And so I just developed like a really big like just dislike. I didn't care. I didn't care about the person's car. I didn't care about this. What can you do for me in my trading journey? What do you offer? Like, what do you do and how do you do it? I don't care what car you're driving, what this, what that. Like it's just all fluff to me. And when you start peeling away the fluff, you realize there's a lot of fluff. Can definitely spot. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I imagine we would get a classroom-based lesson or something beforehand. Literally going in a classroom learning how to not die. I'm actually wearing the Red Bull shirt for a reason today. You're destined adrenaline junkie. I'll take it off. I did have the ColezTrades. Because I was at the expo today, I was walking around with the ColezTrades top on. I was representing. So yeah. Someone else, I will be thrilled. No clients, no customers, no people. Yeah, that's a huge bonus. The no boss is huge. That's just huge freedom and having ultimate accountability. You're in control. I really like that about trading. It's all you. It's you. You're the business. I think because if you believe in yourself, then you're sorted. Bloke, in my eye, having money just gives you more life options. Yeah, Mark. Opens more doors. Definitely. Opens more doors. But I think there's no one, I don't know a single person where... Yeah, I can't think of anyone. I don't know a single person, no matter how much money they make, though, who doesn't still work. They don't still do something. Like the illusion, what everyone advertises of, yeah, you can sit on a beach and you can do nothing. Like, no one actually does that. You won't find fulfillment. You won't find enjoyment out of doing that. You'll find enjoyment out of building it up. And that's why I think something very important with the group is having the trading floor here. It gives you something to be a part of. You can build up something together. You've got the options to, with investors and this, that, and the other, and you can really keep building it and keep building it and keep building it. And that's something which is really, really good, because you'll never... I don't think I'll ever be at the point where I'm just like, I want to do nothing. Like, I don't really understand that. I think everyone, you will. Some time off, yeah, but you'll always want to do something. Profit made by the time you land would pay for the dive. Would be really cool, lad. Yeah, Oliver, I agree. That would be awesome. My third grandchild due in January and would love to have money, spare time with the family. Yeah, see, that's something I can't, really speak on. I haven't got kids, so I don't know about the family thing, but I imagine having kids, you'd want to spend as much time with them as possible, and therefore, good finances. Money is, time is money. So being able to buy back your time and spend more time with your kids is the goal. Some of you guys are so inspiring as a young lad. It's wonderful to see. Yeah, nice BV. And that's something which is really, really good. The young people which we do have in the group, so BV, Jay, Adam, we do have quite a few. Like Smithy, they and myself. It's good to be in that more mature environment. I feel like you build up a good mentality, and also it keeps you level-headed, focusing on the important things. It's mad how most online traders are arseholes, but for some reason, when I see that video of Max, I know it was genuine. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you very much. I wasn't already that I've joined this group. All seem like top people. Yeah, Jordan. And Jordan, if you haven't already, drop a message in the Discord when you're in, or if you're in now, and just say hi. And just explain a bit, tell everyone a bit about yourself. It's just to start off that sort of those relations in the group. No office politics. I contract, so I don't have to deal with that. But at least 3 years UK market has been dead, and I can't go to employment again. It will kill me. Evie's been scarred. Wait, no, sitting on a beach, doing nothing, no money magically landing on your lap. I'm out. Yusuf, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. It'll get to the point where you can do that, but I think when you're at the point where you can sit on a beach and do nothing, you don't really want to. Love that, Mark. My father-in-law has tried to retire 3 or 4 times. He's not stuck for cash, just can't give up the tools. Yeah, Mac, I've seen that happen so many times. So many times where people come in and out of retirement. Yeah, you just... We're made to work and just get the job done. and that never really stops. The people who want to do nothing don't get in your position in the first place. Yeah, I agree with that, Hammer. I agree with that. That's so true about the kids. I've missed so much going to work, but most people are in the same boat. Tony, nearly everyone is in that boat, unfortunately. And yeah, it's an unfortunate one, but yeah, it's everyone really wants to spend. It's one of the most, when something really insightful and pretty gloomy is when we do webinars occasionally. Something I ask is, what would you do if you had financial freedom? What would you do if you were making this amount of money a month, whatever it is? And the most common answer is spend more time with kids, which I think it shows a few things. It shows to the younger members in the group what really matters, which is really important. They're not seeing Lambos and this and that and the other. No one says that. They're seeing, I want to spend more time with family. I want to just have that freedom. Okay? That is very, very, very inspiring to a lot of people in the group, and it just highlights the kind of, environment and world that we're in. Carry on working if you enjoy it. True. Levels. Shall I say? Yeah, well, let's mark up some levels. I do like going off topic though. I really enjoy. I enjoy this time to catch up and speak to you all. It's really good. It's good. Okay. Let's put this up. Okay, this looks nice. Okay, probably going to have we got this reaction here. Let's put on this and see where everything's lined up. Okay, we do have the daily open down here with the point of control of this range as well, which we haven't actually hit, which is very nice. I want one further up this time though, but golden pocket plus, this is just such a core level. These are bread and butter levels. This is golden pocket, daily open, high volume node. Well, it's actually a POC of the range at the top, and we've got the psychological round number of 3960. So a little tidbit is keeping an eye on the round numbers on your chart. So I'm talking 50, 60, 70, 4,000. So for example, 3,960, 3,980. Keeping an eye on those numbers just when you're marking out levels or when you're looking to get into a trade, because price does, tend to respect them at least a bit. It's a round number, it's a psychological level. So keeping them in mind is just a good little tidbit. Okay, let's we'll get that off actually. Actually, great to hear. I spent too long with the wrong people in the wrong groups, going nowhere. Been trading on my own for a while now, but not getting to where I want to be. Hoping this is the place. Yeah, Jordan. Look, just ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Jordan, I really, really recommend, once you're in the Discord, atting Jay or Adam. They've got in brackets support. Getting on a call with them. It's very inspiring. I think Jay is up $20,000 this month on his funded. Last month it was $8,000. The month before was $24,000. Really knows what he's talking about. And then Adam has spoke to, at this point, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of traders in the group. Some really struggling, some really prospering. So he can point you in the right direction with what has worked before. So it's a great idea to hop on a call with them as well when you get in, just so you're starting off on the right foot. Something which we're going to be starting, which I spoke to Jay about today, is an induction thing. So I'm going to do a video basically going through the Telegram, going through the Discord, everything like that. And Jay and Adam are going to go through that video each night for new members. They're going to, like, it's going to be a video. I'm going to start off, like, let's say in the Telegram, and I'm going to be like, okay, this is the Telegram. Things are posted in this section, things are posted in this section. You can find this here. And then if at any point you've got any questions, you can just say, yo, I've got a question. They'll pause the video and they'll be there to live explain it a bit more, as literally like an induction into the group. So yeah, BV should be after this. That has been a pain, you know, dealing with TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The rule structure. Making it as easy as possible as well, because I want it to be very, very easy. And then also content structure is something which is important as well. And then also, you know, people coming in from outside, I don't really want that. And then also something which is very important is the payment structure of it. We've come up with a really, really nice thing to enable better tracking. So the tracking for like 150, 200 people's social media accounts, and that's just on Instagram. Imagine YouTube, TikTok, like the tracking becomes ridiculous. So we've got a new way to do it, which is very nice. That's going to be really, really cool as well. Word that we won't hit 4,000. Hammer, I'm holding you to that, Hammer. I won't forget that. Laurent, really, really good. And Laurent, if you have, like, one thing which is important in the group, if you have, like, I don't think you will, I know you won't, but like, if you do have any issues with, so Star Trader, VT, like, you can just let me know and I'll get it sorted straight away. Like, I was with Star Trader's CEO today, had a great conversation with him, and I was actually with him at the weekend as well. Like, I've got a really good relationship there, and then with VT, I've got a really, really good relationship there as well. And like VT, I've got a very, very good relationship. So anything, like I'm talking anything, you're protected. Like, this is an added thing of the group, is that security there. Like, you're sorted. Yeah, definitely, Lee. Bang on TikTok. Yeah, BV, recycle away. There are some unique rules when it comes to TikTok and YouTube, though, just because their algorithms work a bit differently. But then also, BV, you know, I've had some calls with some pretty crazy people in the space. So one thing which is gonna, if you're into socials, it might melt your mind a bit. But social media reset their cache every 15 minutes. So a lot of people post on the hour. So let's say you post at 8 p.m. UK time. Posting at 17 minutes past 8 will actually improve engagement, because every 15 minutes the cache resets and it takes 2 minutes to lock in. So if you post on the 17th minute of the hour, then you're getting in when the algorithm's like most primed, which can make your videos perform better. So I learned that off someone very, very, very big in the space. He gets hundreds of millions of views, I'm pretty sure a week. Like, it's crazy. So that's something cool as well. Yeah, yeah. I miss loads with lorry drive. Yeah, lorry driving's we've got a few lorry drivers in the group. That's a difficult one. With trading and lorry driving, that is hard. You can do it, but definitely hard to work around. PVC, I wasn't sure whether it's still in play. Yeah, Kyle, so this hasn't quite been hit for me. So we've wicked above it, but we're still like, you know, a bit there, which is nice. For me, that's still in play. Definitely looking at the lower half of the zone, though, for the limit. Works, yeah. What's that? We'll take a look at Bitcoin very, very shortly. Yeah. Nice, Lauren. Bit unusual, and they're actually being on TikTok. Yeah, Mark, I don't really use, well, I don't use TikTok. I don't even have an account. But a lot of people, like, it gets a lot of views. Like, I'm not really an expert on TikTok, to be honest. I don't really know much about it. You're such a try-hard. I love it. All for our benefit. Yeah, BB, look, going above and beyond. I don't just want to be like, yo guys, post videos and there. So I want it to be like, yo guys, post videos. You can do this to boost engagement. You can do this to boost engagement. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Like, I'm gonna be trialing this, that, and the other, and doing loads and loads of things. And part of the thing as well with the £250 thing, like, if you just like do the clips thing for just this month, you get £250. Like, I'm obviously not going to make money on that, and so I'm just doing it to, like, get people warmed up to it and get people involved, because I feel like it is going to be it's we're in a world of social media. So although you might not be like social media big now, this could be a gateway into another little side income. You might find that, wait, they're posted on socials, like, I'm figuring this out, this is good, and that might open up a new avenue for you there. And I'm going to pull in experts who know it. I don't know socials. I'm going to pull in people who do know socials, so you guys have got the most, and it might open up doors. Like, I don't know. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you just make money clipping this, then brilliant as well. Nice, Lauren. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, 100%. I'll get that sent over. About 7, 8. Nice, Lauren. That's really, really good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Look, it's going to be fun. I feel like there's some of you which are crazy on socials, but I feel like a lot of you are like me. I was kind of late to socials. I don't really, like, I'm not too into socials. Like, I'm not like good with posting and that. But, we'll pull in people who do know what they're talking about, and we'll all, I guess, learn a bit about it together. It's important to know, in the world of social media, I think we all need to get a bit educated on it, as that's the direction the world is going in. So I think it's important skill to know. Oh my, Kyle, Wolfpack ID. My God, I haven't heard that name in so long. It looks like RSI lines, doesn't it? And it's got, am I right in saying, we'll get it up, but it's got like a blue, no, not a blue. It's got like a green rectangle with a point upwards for buys, and it's got a red rectangle with points down for sells. I remember it. And it's the bottom of it's like highlighted in a color, the top of it's highlighted in a color. Let's see if I remember it correctly. Oh, kinda. Yeah, it looks like the RSI kind of, it's got these rectangle things. I remember looking into this ages. These were the things I was on about. These little, I remember this ages ago. Trying it ages ago. I wasn't really a fan. I much prefer Fu Manchu. Like, I really prefer. But it was definitely interesting to look into, and it might be nicer for different people. I remember experimenting with this though. There we go. For anyone who's not a member of the community yet, rest assured, if you have any issues, Max and the others in the community will definitely help you out. There's no other community like this out there. Appreciate that, Nashi. Yeah, something that when building the community up, something which would annoy me in every single aspect is support. So making sure you've got the support, and this is why we've got the support team there with Adam and Jay as well, and the community. Like, you've always got someone to talk to. The worst thing in trading is when you don't know why something's happened. Like, you're in that really, like, what? I don't get that. Why is that happening? And it's frustrating, and you get really frustrated not being able to talk to anyone, because in reality, your friends and your family around you aren't going to know about trading. YouTube videos are either way too basic or they're not on the particular thing which you have question with, it can be a very frustrating time. And I remember being in those exact situations where I'm like, oh God, I don't know why that's happened. I don't understand that particular thing. Like, what do I do? Not being able to talk to anyone about it is and just ask what's going on here and get a really good response. It's so frustrating. So I like that we've got that. Telling their kids not to spend too much time in social media. Yeah, BB. Yeah. BB every day. Yeah, social media's especially now with AI social media content taking over is really, really not good. AI content's just going through the roof. A lot of people though are focusing on, just mass volume of crap content. Seems to be the go-to. In skydiving, it can go towards charity or something. You can't say no. Why you got to involve charity? If it's for charity and I say no, then I'll have to get stuck into the education. Thanks for a lot, mate. Take care, Jordan. And yeah, we've been live for quite a... How long have we been live for? I don't know how long we've been live for, but we need to mark up these charts and get into the quiz. Before markets close. Okay, let's see what this like. Okay, whether we will take out that high or not is a bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. Was it previous day low? Previous day high. Let's just get this, get these levels sorted. Boom. One thing I do find, I don't know whether you guys agree. Let me know. But when you're marking up levels, just like what comes to mind first? When I think like a ton into it, the levels are worse. And I feel that's because when you've seen like a ton of levels, which a lot of you will have seen at this point, like you subconsciously know what you're looking for. So allowing that to come out when you're doing it, just doing it and not thinking too much into it, you allow that subconscious, that those hundreds or thousands of trades that you've either entered or you've seen or whatever, those are in there somewhere, okay? You remember emotion, okay? They're in there somewhere. And if you really think about a level, then you're thinking in the moment. Whereas if you just go for it and you just mark it up, you're going off that discretionary ability, that subconscious that you've built up over those thousands of trades. So the levels just work out better and it just flows. It's I don't know whether that's just complete bollocks, but it works for me and it makes sense for me. There we go. Boom. There we go. And we have got the VWAP there, which is nice. Plus VWAP. And big shout out to everyone on the quiz last night. I saw a you what in the Discord from Adam, and I was like, what's going on? And he posted a picture of his bloody pizza. Okay, this is nice. And big shout out to everyone on the quiz last night as well. Smashed it. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. Let me know if you've got any questions on these. Mastery, yeah. That's the word. Okay, let's rotate to Bitcoin because it's doing a craziness. This previous high here did look like a nice level. I did have that marked. Zoom out a bit more. Bitcoin's a lot easier to analyze when you are zoomed out. Bitcoin on a higher time frame is just so much clearer to read, and I highly recommend. Let's see where the naked points of control are. Naked points of control are particularly strong on Bitcoin, stronger on Bitcoin than they are on gold, as are the ColezTrades indicator. A lot of this was like based on things that I brought from crypto originally, so it's kind of been built on crypto. So it is very, very very strong, like objectively strong. Okay, it's not really aligning. This is going to be tough to break through. Okay, we'll remove this. Okay, we do have a 0.786 right there, which is nice. Mark this 0.786 plus previous weekly, very strong level. Ali, someone on the live brought them up yesterday. I did tell them to explain further. We'll see if they join. Okay, that looks good. What we can do is I'm not going to put up the 0.65. I'm not going to include that, but I am going to have that. So 0.618 plus, what was it? 4 hour previous daily. Boom. I'm going to buy in Bitcoin Max, so not coming back down, buddy. I mean, it's a nice position to be in a buy from, to be fair. So I think maybe one more push to the downside could be nice. Now that you're in a buy, Mark, I hope not, but it would be nice. It doesn't look like it is though. This 4 hours curving over. So if we just do like Fu Manchu only analysis on Bitcoin is really good. So we can see here that we've got the momentum's curving over. The VWAP just confirmed to the upside. Money flow's still thick in the green with no pullback there. That's really nice. Hidden bullish divergence in momentum as well. So hidden bullish divergence is when price goes up, but momentum goes down. This is basically a slingshot. So momentum's come down further, price hasn't. And so price should theoretically be down here, but it's only up here. Slingshot, boom, up. A hidden bullish divergence normally indicates a continuation in an already established trend. So this looks nice. Okay, let's rotate down to the 1 hour. 1 hour, no bullish divergences yet. Hidden bullish divergences, but no bullish divergences. Money flow is thin, which is nice. Not thick in the red, which is good. We do have a bullish divergence on momentum. It does seem likely, though, that we have another wave here. Maybe a sharp move down. Maybe not to here. For a third bullish divergence before a continuation up. That seems on the cards. Let's rotate down a bit further. Why not? Okay, we haven't took out this high momentum yet. Money flow's not thick in the green. Yeah, Bitcoin looks good for buys, but I wouldn't go quite yet. That's what I'm thinking. I agree, BV. Serious question. Can I get the call? Ah, okay. Brother, what's good, people? How's your day been? Hello, Brandon. Hello. We're just about to actually finish up the live very shortly and rotate into the trading quiz. So we do the live on YouTube and then we do the trading quiz on Zoom because YouTube's a bit too delayed to do the trading quiz. But how have you been, Brandon? I've been good. You've been smashing it, mate. Smashing it. So yeah, and I think, guys, soon, it's on the cards. You know, Brandon's been asked a lot for like more one-to-one, more personal stuff. So I think rotating more into that. I think Brandon's open for it, so it'd be a limited thing. You know, Brandon's only got so much time. He's, you know, posting a lot in the group, this, that, and the other. Doing a lot. He's going to be doing sort of lives in the Discord, I think, as well. But definitely more personal, like each member go through with them. That's on the cards as well. I know a lot of you are looking forward to that, so keep that in mind. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Should be really, really good. Hard day's works. Ross, no chance. But take care, mate. Pleasure. BV has got 100% win rate right now, Brandon. He's coming for your position. For everyone after not getting a trade yesterday, so well happy. I'm providing signals for everyone today. Yeah, really nice, Brandon. Smashing it. The love is unreal. Honestly, appreciate all of you. Yeah, Brandon. Look, from that first call we had, I knew you were gonna settle in well. I'm glad it's come together nicely. You're a perfect fit for this group and this community, and that's definitely evident through the feedback that you've got, through the feedback that I've got. And look, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning, okay? It's just started. Your journey, Brandon, with us and this community, it's only beginning. Like, we're taking this to the next level, and I look forward to it a lot. Coley gone stuffy. Man, look, I'm really happy with the team we've got right now. Like, everyone's just, not only are they absolute beasts on the charts, but they're also like just genuine people, which is really important. I think everyone's sick of the online, just twats, really. I think everyone's sort of sick of that. And so they just want, just genuine people, just who just want to help, and that's what we're bringing. And I really like it. We've got a really good team right now. And then also, as well, C.Dog seeing that as well with releasing his a lot of his he's released like a bunch of really solid PDFs that are like definitely worth a read in C.Dog's free discussion section. Like, just take a look through there. Take a look at his PDFs. He's dropping some really good knowledge as well. And yeah, just kill a team, man. Kill a team. BV. He would 100%, I say this with confidence, if he joined the group, he would 100% be the worst performing over the month. And I say that with absolute confidence. I really think he would. That section is amazing. Yeah. And Evie, didn't I say? I said to you, I don't know, maybe like end of last week, that you would definitely like his stuff. You were already in the section at that point, but I didn't know. Just from talking to you, I could tell that you would really like that. And so you were already in the section at that point, but yeah, that's really, really good. Create an unreal community. Appreciate that, iPad Neil. And look, team, it's 100% just all about the team. Team effort from every single person in the group, whether it's educator, member, whatever it is, it's a full-on team effort. Not a very good guy, Sid. He does 1,000R though. No. BV's joking, Sid. About 3 weeks in, yeah. Big thing. And EV, I'm using my phone for the chat right now, so I can't show, but the messages between me and him, he's got big plans. Like, he's really, really gonna, he's gonna mold some of you into the next hedge fund managers. Like, I'm telling you now, it's really, really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. C-Dog's a cool guy. Yeah, Max was gonna mention as well, I got some PDFs that nearly finished. Where should I put them? So Brandon, I was speaking to actually WizKid today about this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have, because currently I've got the educational resources section in the private group where I've just got linked to like I don't even know, like 15 different resources, and it's quite a lot. It looks quite messy. So instead of that, I think on the simple end, we're just going to do one file, and then it's going to have like Brandon, WizKid, Greg, C.Arg, Craig, etc. And there's quite a few people with resources, and so you're going to have a folder where you can place your stuff. So you can just link to that folder. Like if someone asks, you can link, it's always there. And then the educational resources section is one link to one file. You click into the file, you can see each person's name, and you click into there and you can see their resources. I think that's really organized. It's really nice. I'm trying to think, there must be like a cleaner way to do it. I don't want to do it on Telegram, because at the minute, like, there's a lot going on Telegram. We've got the educators group, we've got the private group, we've got courses on Telegram as well. So that's a lot. Discord's very busy as well. So I don't think on either of those two, but I think in Telegram, in a section saying about it, I think that would be the way to go. Maybe in the educator section, just in the educator section, educator resources, and then in there one file, and then you can click into each educator. That sounds like the best way to go. Millionaires by this time next year, Rodney. Exactly, Chris. My son usually wakes me up around 4 a.m. and I have alerts on all my charts, and last night he woke me up at the right time. Love that, Brandon. Brandon's secretly 46. I'm about to see that I'll come out of his shell. His potential was too crazy to be sidelines. Exactly, BV. I agree with that a lot. Different people take different amount of times as well. Yeah, that's good. Got to make sure everything is set out nicely so it doesn't confuse people. Yeah, agreed, Brandon. And with the amount that we've got now, it can. But I think just educator resources. And then in the educator resources, there's one link to one file. In that file, there's a file with each of your names on. In, let's say, your file, Brandon, there's your resources in there. It means it's nice. Because I don't want people having to really, like, they can open it there. I don't want people having to download things. Opening things on Telegram, and there's so much stuff going on Telegram. Discord, again, there's a lot, so I feel like that's the only logical move there. But yeah, it's definitely needed. I didn't realize that would become an issue, but then we just had loads of resources being made, which are absolutely top tier. So keeping them organized, it's a good problem to have. For the 4 a.m. club, yeah. To be fair, I just send it out to anyone who wants it on Telegram, because they click on the files section of the chat then. Yeah, exactly. Makes it nice and easy. And I want to make it as easy for you as possible. I don't want you having to be like, yeah, here's it, and having to go and get it and this, that, and the other. I want to make your life as easy as possible as well, so you can get to doing more important things than just finding a file. All you can say is, it's in the educational resources section. Super easy. Makes your life easier. Makes my life easier. I think it's good. But yeah, Kahoot, we're gonna rotate over to Zoom now. I'll put a link in the Telegram when I'm live, which will literally be in like 2 minutes. I'll link to the Zoom. We'll do a Kahoot trading quiz. Everyone smashed it last night. Like the 3 people on the podium, all had 20 out of 20. So really nice. So what we'll do is we'll rotate over to Zoom. So it's not goodbye. If you're not joining us on the quiz, then I appreciate you tuning in, all the questions, everything like that. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And then I'll see you all very, very shortly on the trading quiz. See you in a minute, guys.